Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a highlights video. Not in music this time, it is post-com. It is PSGL 4 on the new season, season 22. Mainly hoping to get a better season than last season. Obviously, I only got second place in one race, that was my only point. So here we go for the start of Bahrain. And as the lights go out, I actually got a fairly good start, as you can see here. Big C in front. I think he got disqualified from the formation lap, so we had a very slow start. I just fit in between the Red Bull and the Ferrari there, managing to get myself up into P7 already. Now down into turn 1. Slight desync there with Lickle, wasn't the greatest thing in the world. He did end up getting me back down the straight under braking. Sorry. One thing that I had figured out on lap 1 is that ABS users are going to be quicker in the long term. Obviously they can brake a lot later. I still tried to keep it with Lickle, but did back off eventually. But then here into turn 8, I didn't expect AMS to ground me inside. I left in the room though. I don't want to shut the door on him. So yeah, I left in the room and he just slotted in behind. And now also this corner, the double left-hander. This is also a big problem for no ABS users in the race, because ABS users could brake a lot later. Now moving on to lap 3. AMS has still kept a gap with me. Lickle's got a little bit further ahead, but the main thing here is that Lickle is catching Fran. As we all know, Fran's internet isn't the greatest. And an example of it is here, when Francis lags back into Lickle and Lickle gets wing damage, and then Francis just reappears back ahead. God, in my head right there is that, oh god, I'm next in line. Yeah, that was just rushing from my head. I felt really sorry for Lickle because he was actually on for a really good race. But something does happen, which you will find out. So Francis does go in the pits at the end of lap 3, and he does go on to retire, which is unfortunate, but I think had to be done. But then there was a safety car due to Francis retiring, and this is the end of it. I didn't want to show the main bits of the safety car. Wanted to get a good start here. AMS was still behind me. I didn't pit because the mediums wouldn't have lasted. Odem's there, goes off the track at the final corner, which probably means he was on cold tyres. Wasn't able to make the most of it though. Yeah, I kind of lost a bit of time under the safety car restart. Just tried to stick it in behind Lambo, and that Lambo just get forced out wide by Odem's, but I wasn't able to make anything of it. AMS still behind me. AMS is actually having quite a good race as well. You can see the front two battling there. And I was actually in the top 5 position on track, which is a lot better than last season. AMS tried it around the outside. But coming into this fast right left, I did just kind of brake a little bit later, just so then he couldn't get the move done. Now, moving on to lap 9, I'm on the back of Odem's as his super softs are starting to die out, since the safety car did save his tyres a little bit. I do get DRS here. And 10 laps on the supers isn't usual unless the safety car does come out. But yeah, he had a decent race until one of the highlights that I will show you later on in the race. Wasn't the easiest trying to pass Odem's because he did still have slipstream off Lambo, but I noticed this is on the slower tyre. I just need to dive bomb and go down the inside. So yeah, did a nice dive bomb. Was able to get the move. Odem's tried the switch back, but his tyres just didn't have enough grip, and got the move. Now on to lap 12 is the pit stop phase. I pitted a lap later than Odem's, Squeezy and Lambo. So I pushed as hard as I could. Got purple in sector 1, got a personal best in sector 2. It was a really good in-lap, which kind of helped me from being saved from the undercut. As there's Squeezy passing, and Lambo and Marquez are right there. And I just lock up because the tyres are too cold, and I just can't keep up with them two as the tyres are still fresh from the pits. So I just have to slot in behind, which is really annoying. And now we're actually on to lap 19. Nothing did happen. I did try and pass Lambo here up into P4 as Marcus is able to pass him, but that's an example there of ABS just being a little bit too OP. And here's another one. I think this is when we kind of came a little bit closer together. Yeah, I tried to go around the outside, try to brake as late as possible. I still got a good run, got a very good run, kept it around the outside, and then just slotted in behind him, and I knew at this point that I could get the move done. I do try it around the outside, but Lambo just was able to keep the position. It was really annoying to try and get past him. Then the end of lap 21, coming on to lap 22, I did get a very good run here. I did go down the inside. Also tried to brake as late as possible. Did have a slight lock-up, which didn't help, but I knew this time I was right behind him. Got to run, need to pass him. And yeah, he couldn't really do much. It was basically a drag race going down into turn 4. And I just stick it around the outside, got a lot of traction out the corner, and was able to actually get the position, but I knew Lambo would come straight back at me as we do slightly collide there. It's messed me up for a few more corners. I do decide to try and defend the inside, very slow on exit though. So Lambo was able to keep his car in there, but he obviously was going to wait to the main straight. I had that in the back of my mind. I also had a really big mess up through the double left-hander there. Just got my braking all wrong, and then Lambo's going to come back at me again. But I thought to myself, he won't go for it because he knows that the main straight will be more powerful, as we do find out here at the end of lap 22. Lambo is now going to repass me because of DRS. I believe here I brake as late as possible, and it shows the difference between ABS and no ABS. Yeah, I just couldn't brake later. And Lambo, I think I got another run, but I went slightly wide, got a bit of oversteer, which did slightly mess me up. But Lambo tried to defend the inside, couldn't get there in time, went down his inside, but not as much traction on the inside, so he was able to keep the move. But I did try and get it again, but I went over the curb and clipped him, went into a slight half spin and hit him. That was my first actual warning of the race. Now on to lap 25, Lickle had caught up because the safety car had brought him back into this race. He did very well as a recovery drive, to be honest. And down main side he goes. ABS says it's no ABS. He just hammers me into turn 1. Can't really do much about it. Then lap 27, I'm watching these two battle, hoping to gain a position or two. And then there's Cliffy down the inside on some softs, so pretty old. So he need that position off of me, because otherwise his tyres would have died. I did leave him the room around the outside. I think I've been a bit too sportsmanlike than I should be. Then on to lap 29, right? I'm in P6, you know, on the back of these two. And there's yellow flags in sector 1, sorry, and it was Odem's. He had spun the exit of turn 3 and hit the wall and got no wing. So now I did think that a podium was possible, or at least getting past Lambo. And I knew that Lambo's going to have to try and pass him through turn 8, because Odems was that far ahead. You can see Lickle passes him, and then Lambo tries to go down the inside. Then I go down the inside of both of them. Was only able to get Marquez or Odems. Lambo was just a little bit far ahead. Then I thought at the end of this, I just need to push. Just try and push, get that position, and I could potentially get a P4. I think Lickle was out the question. I was too far behind, so I just chucked it into hot lap here. Didn't have enough fuel to push. I did catch Lambo massively through this final sector. I was just pushing like hell, and you'll see how close it is as we cross the line. Cliffy had kind of lost a lot of time because his tyres had died. That was my second warning and my final warning. I was just pushing, went into overtake here, got really close. Lambo does defend the inside, and I tried getting the best run possible out of final corner. Got really good traction. Just if Lickle wasn't there in the front, I think I would have got 4th, but 600ths behind. I was able to finish in P5, and I would say that is a successful round 1 of PSGL.